What is up, Coaster Conquerors? It is me, Austin, and today I am at Busch Gardens Tampa Bay in Tampa, Florida, here with my girlfriend, Ariana. And today is actually Valentine's Day, so this is basically our Valentine's Day date. And this is my first vlog with my girlfriend in it. I'm very excited to be at this park. It does look a little, like from the wait times I've noticed, it does look like it's gonna be a bit crowded today. It's gonna be a bit busy with some lines, but we'll still have several hours at the park, so I'm hoping we'll still be able to ride as many of the rides as possible. And I'm hoping the lines are able to die down at some point. Ariana, are you excited to be here today?
I am.
Yeah, all right, let's go. All right, now we are officially inside of the park, and I think the first thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna get a ride on Ariana. And even though it has a long wait, we actually both have quick queues for that one ride. So hopefully we're gonna be able to knock that one ride out, so that'll be nice. Are you excited to ride Ariana?
Yes.
Well, if you've seen my Busch Gardens vlogs before, you know that Ariana is absolutely one of my favorite coasters. I actually consider it my second favorite coaster overall. And that means that I'm especially looking forward to riding this today, especially with Ariana. Looks like they are also having their Mardi Gras celebration right now. So you can see all the decorations, and I think they've got like food stands and stuff. Right here is the best coaster in Florida, in my opinion. Velocicoaster is up there, but this is the absolute best because RMC does no wrong. Looks like it might actually only be 25 minutes for this ride, so if that's accurate, I won't even need to use my quick queue yet. This is really nice to see because when I checked the wait time, like before I walked into the park, I thought this was gonna be like an atrociously long wait. It's a station wait, which it's a big station, so that's not saying much, but it's like a pretty short station wait. So I'm glad that it's a lot lesser of a queue time than I was expecting, or at least it looks like it is. Hopefully the operations are okay. Operations usually aren't the fastest on this ride, but hopefully they'll be okay. So Ariana, what are you looking forward to the most about this ride?
I'm looking forward to the fast-paced coaster. I've been on this a couple times, and this is probably one of my favorites here at Busch Gardens.
I definitely agree. I love the fast pacing. I love like all the crazy airtime. Like, in my opinion, it's just such a chaotic ride. So I'm glad we got to knock this out first thing of the day. So that's really nice. All right, y'all, we just rode Ariana as the first coaster of the day, and I believe this is your first coaster, not your first coaster credit, but your first coaster that you rode this year, is that right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's what's up. Mine was cracking at SeaWorld Orlando. I went there recently with some of my guy friends. You can check that out. I'll link it in the card. I'll probably have just posted it when I post this video. But what'd you think of Ariana?
I thought it was way faster in the back because I don't think I've ridden in the 11th row before. So my lap bar was like pretty tight.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, every single bump it was like hitting me.
Yeah, it is a little wild. I chose for us to ride in row 11, which is in the back car. So like it's basically the same as riding in the very back row because it's like the same coaster car. And it certainly is chaotic. Like it's no matter what, like it's a very quick like ride duration. It's not a very long, like it's not a very lengthy ride at all, but so much happens in that short amount of time. Like but in my opinion, that's what makes it like one of the best coasters I've ever ridden, and absolutely the best coaster in this park. So I think now we're gonna like circle around the park and hit up like all the different rides on the way, or at least as many as we can ride. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. We found quite the cool site that Ariana's getting a photo of. We found a couple of exotic birds here. Yeah, very colorful. Ariana, do you remember what these birds are called? I'm low-key forgetting.
They're either like parrots or macaws or something.
Macaws? I feel like they're probably like macaws. Like that makes sense. Like, yeah. They're very cool looking birds because right, exactly. So Ariana, I believe you've said like one of your favorite aspects about this park is all the nature that's in it. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Would you say you're quite the nature enthusiast?
Very much so.
Yeah, that's right. Would you consider yourself a bit of a coaster enthusiast as well?
Definitely.
I mean, especially given that we were both
I get the best of both worlds.
Yeah, exactly. We can. That's really nice at this park. You can appreciate all the nature, all the different animals that exist in this park, as well as all the amazing coasters that are so thrilling to ride on. Here's all the flamingos here. I hear the reason that flamingos are pink is actually because of all the shrimp they eat. Is that right? Is that an accurate fact? Okay, just being sure. Got to check in with the nature expert.
It says it here too. There's also, it comes from the carotenoid pigments in the algae and some of the crustaceans that they eat, including shrimp.
Yeah, that's right. You can see all of them here. Seems like a lot of them are gathered around. A lot of seagulls too. It's like both flamingos and seagulls all gathered around the pond. Must be like eating, I guess, or something. Yeah, must be. Just for laughs and giggles and just for the fun of it, I think we're gonna ride the kiddie coaster here, Air Grover, which I've ridden maybe like a few times. Have you ridden this little kiddie coaster? No, so I guess it's your first time. This first new credit of 2025. We're looking forward to this little kiddie coaster.
Yes.
It'll be a lot more fun with you, that's for sure. So something I kind of just told Ariana is the more you become a coaster enthusiast, like when you really become a coaster enthusiast, one thing that tends to often happen is we, as coaster enthusiasts, we like to boost our coaster counts. Like we start kind of worrying about how much coaster credits we have or like where we can get new coaster credits. So a lot of times this even leads to coaster credits seeking like rare or even like kiddie coaster, like riding kiddie coasters just to boost their coaster count or just to get new coaster credits. So that's kind of what I'm doing here with getting Ariana a new coaster credit and her first one, I guess, for 2025, because we're riding a kiddie coaster just to boost her coaster count. But it's still gonna be exciting because we're riding together. All right, y'all, I just got a little ride on Air Grover. I rode in the second row, and it's a pretty fun family coaster. Some fun little turns and dips. It is a little janky, like some of the track profiling is just mildly jerky, just a little bit, but it's pretty cool. Oh yeah, they're always playing the goofy music, like all the silly music here in like the Sesame Street area. But it was pretty fun. I kind of wish the seats had more cushioning. I think it hurt my like spine a little bit, like my back. Yeah, like my back pushing the seat. But what do you think of Air Grover? Your first coaster credit of 2025.
Very chill little ride. I mean, it was probably like 5 seconds long.
It definitely was. It is a very short ride. It is very chill. Like, it's funny, we just rode like one of the scariest rides in all of Busch Gardens, and now we just rode like one of the tamest coaster in all of Busch Gardens. So it's kind of funny. But yeah, pretty chill, fun ride. And the guy who was like on the mic, he kept wishing everyone a happy Valentine's Day on the end of the ride, which is nice because we're celebrating Valentine's Day together. Ain't that right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. We found a pretty big lizard here. What is this called? This is the Cayman lizard. Where's it from? It's like in
an aquatic reptile found in parts of South America.
Yeah, it's usually in swamp and flooded woodlands. And as you can see, this guy's just chilling right here. You know, us coaster enthusiasts and people at Busch Gardens and nature enthusiasts, like we're trying to ride all the rides, but you know, this guy on the other hand, yeah, you gotta take a little stop to appreciate it. And this guy, well, everyone else is concerned about, you know, riding coasters. This guy's just chilling here, you know. He's just
sunbathing.
Yeah, that's right. Hope he gets a good tan from sunbathing. Yeah, looks like it. Look at that little guy. I mean, it's a big lizard, but it's a little guy in my opinion. There's also basically right by like the habitat with the lizard, there is a Jamaican iguana. I think there's a lot of iguanas like further south in Florida, like probably closer to like Fort Lauderdale, Miami, the Keys. So like,
Oh, he moved.
oh yeah, he's moving around. He was kind of like still at first, but now But now, oh, there's two of them. Is there? Where's the other one? Oh yeah, the other one's like back there. Yeah. Oh, there's the other one. So yeah, it's cool to see a couple of little iguanas. Well, pretty big ones. What'd you say?
He blends in with the log.
Oh yeah, he kind of does. Yeah, both these guys do. All right, now we're gonna check out some of the birds here at Lori Landing. So you can go inside the exhibit, and all the birds are flying around. You looking forward to seeing all the birds?
Yes, of course I am.
This got to be one of the more interesting birds I've seen here. This guy, he's got like, looks like he's got like a mohawk on top. What is this bird called? It's a great blue turco. Oh, look at it, it's moving around. Yeah, great blue turco. Yeah, very interesting bird. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Now we are like inside the exhibit where the birds are flying around. So like there's literally birds like right here, not fenced off for us. So they can just like, there's just a bunch of birds in here flying around. Ariana, I think you said one time you came to the park, you came to one of the, it was either here or the other aviary.
It was actually this one, this exact one, so.
And you said there was a bird that like flew on your head, is that right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty wild, I'm not gonna lie. I'm wondering if any birds are gonna land on us.
I think if you have food to give it, it's more likely to fly on you.
Yeah, that makes sense, because they're more likely to fly towards you.
Right.
Yeah, these little birds right here. Mm-hmm. And then fly away, I think. Very sweetie birds, for sure. This one kind of hidden there. Oh yeah, it shows right here. Like it shows like the different kinds right here. Like a big list of them. There's like a bunch of different ones in this exhibit here. There's some up here too. Yeah, there are those ones. For sure. And one swimming around, or a couple swimming around over there. Look at those. That must be a little bird couple. Yeah, a couple of lovebirds. Yeah, they just like us, bro. Ain't that right? Yeah. What are these birds doing over here?
I don't know.
Look at all the little hearts for Valentine's Day. Ain't that right? Trying to call over the birds. They're very trippy, that's for sure. And very colorful. A lot of the birds in here are very colorful birds. Some birds hanging out over here too. There's like a couple of them right here, and then one like right above them. Look at that big bird up there. I don't know what that one's called. I'd have to look at it. Can you see what that one's called?
I think it might be
the ringed seal? No, it's
like a part of it.
Is it a stork?
Could be.
Could it be the stork? That's definitely a big bird. Also, I just noticed one right above me too. Close up. I think these birds, they're like eating the grapes. Like there's like a bunch of grapes up here and they're like all eating. And this one looks like it's just watching over everyone. This couple of birds are very close to us. Right there. Look at them too. Oh, they're fighting a little bit. Here's a pretty huge macaw. This is like a big bird right here, like compared to like a lot of the other birds you've seen. Like, look at this.
I think it's got something.
Yeah, maybe chewing on something. It's such a cool bird right there, in my opinion. Look at this. There's another one up here. Apparently, these are the biggest flying parrots, which is kind of crazy. It looks like it.
Sharpening it.
Oh yeah, I think it's sharpening its beak. That one right there. Looks like there's already some cherry blossoms here at the park. I think those are some very pretty trees for sure. Reminds me a lot of Ariana, I ain't gonna lie. All right, so it looks like this ride is, it must be like maintenance or something. This ride is closed, which I'm a little disappointed about because this is a fun coaster. It's a really fun dive coaster, very intimidating on that first 200-foot drop. Seeing how like all this is dried up and seeing that they like blocked off the wall where you like would walk over to ride Shikra, it does look like it's like closed for a little while. Like I said, probably maintenance, but hopefully I can ride this coaster again at some point pretty soon. Have you ridden that coaster, by the way? Have you ridden this Red Shikra? So. Yeah, because it holds you at the top, like at the very top, for like a few seconds, that drops you down. It's a crazy ride. Unfortunately, we won't be riding it, but at least we'll get to ride some more really fun coasters in the park today, and we've already ridden Iron Gwazi, which is, in my opinion, the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like the best roller coaster here.
Yeah, for sure. All right, y'all, now we're about to ride Tigress, which is their premier Skyrocket 2. Ariana, have you ridden this one?
I have.
All right, and are you looking forward to riding it again?
Please adhere to the following.
Yep, I'm looking forward to it too. I like this ride. It does appear to be a bit of a long queue. It says it's 25 minutes. It looks like it might be a bit longer, but this is still a pretty fun coaster, and I'm looking forward to riding it. All right, y'all, we just rode Tigress, the premier Skyrocket 2 here in the park. Ariana, what did you think of that ride?
I thought it was super fun.
It definitely is. I like that ride a lot. Only thing is, I think I've stated this on the YouTube channel before. I hate the terrains and the restraints of premier rides coasters, including this one. If it's like really cramped in the rows and the shin guards always like dig into my shins.
Yeah,
and sometimes
especially like with how fast it is, and then it goes all the way up and then all the way back and then all the way back up again.
Yeah, for sure. But I thought this time it was really fun, especially since like usually with the premier rides lap bars, I'm always worried it's gonna go like one click lower like during the ride, and it will be like super uncomfortable for me because it will like basically staple me.
Yes.
But that didn't seem to happen this time, so I'm really happy about that, and I'm happy I was able to enjoy the ride. That was a lot of fun. We're now entering Jungala. I might be mispronouncing that, I don't know.
No, I think that's what you say.
All right, yeah. I'm hoping this place, I've been here, but like this place should be pretty jungly. Don't you think so?
Mm-hmm.
That's right. So we're in this store right now in Jungala, and there is this like tree looking thing here. There's a little opening. Now you really have to like duck down underneath. It might be like mostly like kids going down here, but there's like a view, like a really nice view of like this sort of like exhibit here, like this whole thing.
Yeah, there's normally like a tiger out, but not at the moment.
I think I see like there's a few birds, but I don't see like anything big. Like I see like just a couple birds here, basically. But I still think this is really cool, don't you think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Unfortunately, it appears that Kumba's closed because this is literally like, this is like where the bridge to walk over to the ride would be. Yeah, my finger was in the way. Whoops. But yeah, there's the track there, but like you can see they blocked off the area. So Kumba's closed, there's probably maintenance there too. Seems like some of the rides are undergoing maintenance, but at least we still have some of the best coasters in the park open. I kind of want to check on the Phoenix rising wait time because believe it or not, if I ride that today, that would be a new credit. I didn't get to ride that. Yeah, exactly. Last time we went to the park together, it was open, but it was like a long wait, and like I think it was like a busy day, and like we didn't really care to ride it then. But it would be a new credit for both of us, and it would be my first credit of 2025, which would be really cool. But we're heading to the Pantopia area. I think we might eat like a late lunch soon or something like. Oh, there is a sign pointing to Kumba though. Oh, it might. Hold on. Is it open? I don't know. I thought. Maybe. I'm gonna need to check this. out. So I was indeed correct because as you can see in the distance, it is closed. I don't know if it's temporary, if it's like for today or if it's like maintenance. I don't know what's going on, but apparently it's closed. So fortunately we won't be riding that, but I'm looking forward to whatever other rides we get here. It looks like they haven't taken down Scorpion yet, but it's been standing but not operating for months, it looks like. Also, it looks like they've reopened Falcon's Fury, which this ride is, in my opinion, this is probably the scariest ride in the park out of all of them. Now we're gonna ride a ride we haven't ridden in a while, which is Falcon's Fury. Have you ridden this before?
I have.
Yeah, this ride is crazy because it's by far the tallest ride in the park because it goes like 335 feet in the air and it angles you straight down. So this is like the scariest drop tower ever. But it is. It's a lot taller. It's because Tower of Doom's like, I think, around 200 feet maybe. So yeah, this ride is crazy, but I'm really looking forward to it because it's been forever since I've been at the park and this ride has been open. All right, y'all, so we just rode Falcon's Fury, which in my opinion is the scariest ride in the park. I haven't ridden that in so long. This is my first ride on it in a while, and it is such a surreal experience at the very top, and it is extremely intimidating because like it's already scary you being that high up in the air like on a drop tower, but then since you're facing straight down, that just makes it even yeah, exactly. But what do you think of Falcon's Fury?
I was more scared at the top than like actually shooting down to the bottom.
I kind of agree. It kind of is more intimidating, but
because like you're being held really high point in the air.
Yeah, as you can tell, but yeah, really high point in the air.
So yeah, you're just hanging there for at least like 5 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like when it like the very moment it drops you, like it is very scary, but then like right after you're like, oh okay, we're kind of chilling. At least in my opinion, that's how I feel about the coaster. Maybe elephants over here. That one's moving its trunk around. This one over here. Chewing, I guess, maybe. There's also the swing ride over there. I still haven't ridden that one. That one's newer, but it's not as new as like Phoenix Rising. Like I think it's been open for like maybe a couple years. They got the African penguins here. Believe it or not, guys, not all penguins live in like the Arctic, basically, or the Antarctic. Because yeah, I guess most penguins are like South Pole that live in like the Antarctic. But these are African penguins, so like the climate is definitely appears to be a little more warmer here in the Florida weather. Seems to be warmer for these penguins. They're very cute swimming around. Yeah, this one's swimming around very close to us. Yeah, that's pretty cool to see. Penguins out in the open at Busch Gardens in Florida. You know, they say cheetahs are very fast, but last I checked, this one isn't moving at all. Yeah, this guy's just chilling here. I think that's cool. They have a little cheetah exhibit outside of the ride that just so happens, oh, you can't really see it, it's blocked by the trees, but that just so happens to be themed to cheetahs, which we might ride next, depending on the queue time. Is that one you really want to ride?
Yes.
There? Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. All right, now we are in line for Cheetah Hunt, and we actually have quick queue passes because it is a bit of a long queue time. It is 65 minutes, so this will hopefully cut our wait down by quite a lot. I'm really excited for this because this is one of the best coasters in the park. Are you excited for this? Yeah, let's go. All right, y'all, we just rode Cheetah Hunt. Personally, I think that ride was a lot of fun. I feel like in a way can be a little more chill than the other coasters here because like it's less like heavy G-forces and it's more like kind of like some parts are like fast paced, like or like when it's doing those twists and turns, like as it's like moving like a cheetah. I'm like about to run into people. There's like a bunch of like field trip people here today. Like it looks like almost, yeah, I think they're like juniors in high school. Anyway, fun ride. I like that ride a lot. It's a lot of fun and I see why it's so popular. What do you think of Cheetah Hunt based on today's ride?
I think it's my second favorite ride in the whole park.
I might have to agree with that, or at least my second favorite coaster.
It's fast and like very like light and airy at the same time.
It is. It definitely is.
I don't feel like I'm being jerked around as much as I am on the other coasters. Even though the Iron Quasi's super fun, it jerks me a lot.
Yeah, that one's just a little. That one's just crazy. If you want just a crazy ride, Iron Quasi is the ride for you. If you want a ride that's fun and pretty fast, but isn't like crazy intense, then Cheetah Hunt's great. But Cheetah Hunt's, I feel like it's just fun for everyone who can at least handle like pretty thrilling coasters. So I think now we're gonna ride Montu. We're right by it. So That's gonna be...
Cheetah Hunt reminds me of the motorbike ride at Universal.
I can see that. There's similar rides. They're made by the same manufacturer. They both like have they're both multi-launch coasters basically. Both coasters are a lot of fun for sure. I know it's really loud, so it's probably hard to hear us. But are you excited to ride Montu? Have you ridden this coaster before? This is a really fun, really intense inverted coaster. And I'm glad that this B&M invert is remaining in the park. Because before, Florida had a few B&M inverts when it had the Dragon Challenge coasters at Universal. But those closed down like 7 years ago. So glad that this is still in operation. This is still a really fun ride. All right, y'all, we just rode Montu. Even though I have Cheetah Hunt ranked, I think I have Cheetah Hunt ranked above Montu. I feel like today I had a better ride on Montu than on Cheetah Hunt. Because Cheetah Hunt was fun. It was a fun coaster. But this ride we rode in the second and back row, so it was row 7 out of 8. I think it's gonna pass me here. Is that right? It's probably about gonna soon. I like to get footage of when it passes me. Yeah, there it is. Yeah. Pretty cool element there. Why am I forgetting? Was it Immelman? I had a lot of fun on this coaster because we rode near the back, second to back row, and it was just so like fast, whippy, intense. Like I love all the intense inversions. Like I love when I have great experiences on inverts. What did you think of Montu?
I thought it was really fun.
Yeah.
That's definitely like my third favorite ride for today.
Yeah, it is definitely up there. Montu is a great invert coaster, that's for sure. Do you want to ride Cobra's Curse? Because I think we're right by here. It is a 20-minute wait. Do you think we're gonna ride it? This coaster right here? All right. I think before we do this, we'll check out Phoenix Rising, because if we ride that, that'll be a new coaster credit for both of us, because I still, like, it's been open for months and I still haven't ridden it. So I'm looking forward to getting a new coaster credit and my first coaster credit of 2025 here at Busch Gardens. Looks like the cheetahs have gotten up. They're walking around a bit. Oh, where'd they go?
They went
I guess they're,
there.
oh wait, yeah, they're like, yeah.
Might be getting fed right now.
Yeah, it might be. That might be what's going on. But
Feeding time.
yeah, it must be feeding time. Getting a little bit of dinner. Yeah, for real. Honestly, cheetahs are just big cats for real. Like I know they're fast and scary, but they're just big cats, honestly. These are some unique animals. Oh, you can kind of see them over in the distance. I might be butchering this, but it looks like it's pronounced. It looks like it spells Nyala, but I might be wrong. They're from South Africa. They're pretty cool animals. At first, when I saw them from a distance, they kind of look like gazelles, but they seem to be a little different. So that's pretty cool. Hold on, sorry. All right, now we're gonna be getting what is gonna be my first coaster credit of 2025, which is Phoenix Rising, which opened just months ago as the newest coaster in the park. This is a family suspended coaster from B&M, which it's cool to see them making family coasters now. And I'm really excited to get to ride this for the first time. Are you excited to ride it?
Yes, I am.
This will be both of our first times riding it, so that'll be really nice. Shred's got some pretty cool theming too, I noticed that. Like the station looks kind of cool, like from what I could see. I kind of mess with that. All right, y'all, we just rode Phoenix Rising as our first new coaster credit of 2025. And I thought for a family coaster, because it's a family B&M suspended coaster basically, it was pretty thrilling. Like it was like there were some pretty steep banks. Like it like felt pretty fast. The drop was pretty cool because it was kind of like a double down drop. I think we were like very close to the back. I don't think I like remembered exactly what the layout was, so like I kind of wasn't expecting like the double down drop. Like I thought that was a lot of fun, and the ride layout's a lot of fun. Like it's a great family coaster in my opinion. So like bravo to B&M for like making these new like actually like really fun family coasters. I have noticed that even though this coaster opened like just months ago, it has a rattle. I've noticed these new B&Ms like have a rattle like right at opening. I don't know why that's the case, because normally they develop that over like the span of like 15, 20 years, but that's just something I've been noticing. I don't know if it's the track or if it's the wheels, but that's just a minor complaint about this ride, in my opinion. What do you think of it, Ariana? I know we can't like see you that well. It's just
okay.
the light.
I thought it was very fun. I feel like it jerked me around way less. I had no injuries on that ride at all. I didn't get hit like by the fast-paced coaster or anything like that. And I think it's like awesome for like families that just want to come on like a roller coaster with their kids and stuff.
It definitely is, and it still allows them to have like a fun, thrilling experience. Do you feel like Montu was like kind of that way, where it was like a little jerky or anything, or did you have you just... It
wasn't as jerky. I feel like it was intense, but like not to the point of like you hitting yourself on the ride.
Yeah.
Because it's like a flying coaster, so
yeah,
it's more freeing.
Yeah, for sure. It is really nice. And both those coasters, I'm glad like there's basically two suspended coasters like from B&M, because you've got an invert and then you've got like a family suspended coaster that are really fun. I think now neither of us have ridden the Serengeti Flyer either, so I think we're gonna ride this. All right, now we're gonna ride the Serengeti Flyer because neither of us have ridden this, and it looks like a really fun swing ride. I like these kind of rides because they feel kind of wild. I'm glad the queue time has gone down quite a bit. So are you excited to ride this?
Yes, I love Serengeti Flyer already.
Yeah, we haven't even ridden it, so yeah, let's go. All right, y'all, just got my first ever ride, and it was a night ride on Serengeti Flyer, which is their it's like an S&S. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's like a swing attraction basically. I think it claims to be the tallest and probably the fastest of its kind. It is huge. It's a very big attraction. I don't remember exactly how tall it is. It is wild. It's like, because it goes pretty steep, like it goes beyond vertical, both facing upward and facing downward. Also, I can see some people are trying to be in my video. Y'all want to say hi? Yeah, welcome to the vlog. Anyway, yeah, that ride, it was very surreal because like those kind of swing rides, they just feel so surreal when you're like facing the ground that high up in the air, or when you're like facing upward, like beyond vertical. Like I was even like looking up, like as I was...
Closed my eyes in that ride.
Yeah. What'd you think of that ride?
It was fun, and I could feel a cool breeze on the way up and down.
It was very breezy.
I definitely shed a tear on that ride.
Yeah, I was shedding tears because like the cold wind, like because it's kind of breezy out now. Like it's a little cool. Earlier it was a bit hot, but right now it's like a little cooler. So all that like cool air, all that like breeze made us a little teary-eyed. But I thought it was a lot of fun. It's just a crazy ride in my opinion. All right, we're getting one last ride of the night here on Iron Gwazi. We're getting a night ride in, which is going to be really excited. Are you looking forward to this Iron Gwazi night ride?
Yep.
Have you ever ridden it at night before?
Nope.
Yeah, so this will be your first night ride on it. I feel like it's going to be even crazier than earlier. Also, it looks like there's a lot of very lit trees here, all the Mardi Gras color. So that's a pretty cool sight to see, all the green, purple, blue. Actually, it might just be green and purple, but that's still really cool in my opinion. All right, we just got a night ride on Iron Gwazi here. We rode in the third row because we wanted to switch it up a bit, because we had earlier when we rode during the day, during the afternoon, we rode in row 11, which is in the back car. So this was basically in the second car, so we could be closer to the front. And I thought it was a lot of fun. It's still like a really crazy coaster, and it's really fun to ride an amazing ride like this at night. Like this is truly a phenomenal coaster in my opinion, and it's still like really crazy. I feel like I kind of prefer riding towards the back though, just because I feel like you really feel those drops more, like especially that first drop. I really felt it in the back in comparison to like when I rode it in row 3. But that's still an awesome coaster. What you think of our night ride on Iron Gwazi?
Thought it was fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, for sure. What are some of your, I don't know if I asked you, but what are some of your favorite things about that coaster?
So I do love how fast it is. The only thing is the restraints, like, I don't know, they're just like weird. So I get hit a lot by them, like every time there's a bump. But I still love the ride, and I think it's awesome how it goes like upside down and in a bunch of different directions. It's very thrilling and very intense.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the lap bars go too easy on you during all those crazy ejector airtime moments.
Yeah.
Like, I don't really like the RMC lap bars that much either, but I think they're better than the ones Premier Rides got. And I think that the quality of RMC's rides really make up for it. So anyway, that's going to be all for this park visit. I think the park's pretty close to closing, and we're going to go ahead and head out. We kind of got a long drive ahead of us. So I hope y'all enjoy this video, and I've made some Busch Gardens vlogs before, so if you want to go check those out, or just other theme park vlogs, check out my channel. I'll leave a link to my other SeaWorld and Busch Gardens vlogs. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And be sure to turn on notifications to be notified of more theme park related content like this. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye guys.